Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've not already subscribed, then hit that subscribe button and like this video if it resonates with you only and if you actually genuinely like it. Otherwise, don't. So anyway, today we are talking about the ego. And boy, is this a huge topic. So many people have already spoken about it, but for me, the ego is basically a guard dog. It acts as a guard dog to keep us safe, to keep us within our realm of comfort, and to basically help us to protect ourselves. I think that's the best way to describe it, really. It's scared. Our ego is scared. It's scared of us being unsafe. It's scared of us being open to vulnerability. It's scared of us getting out of our comfort zone at times. It's scared of us pushing our own boundaries and also stepping through boundaries and just pushing ourselves at the end of the day. So yeah, our ego is there for a reason. Without it, many of us might have died by now, because again, it is literally there to keep us safe. However, we can basically come at it from an awareness where we are totally aware of what our ego is up to and why it's doing what it's doing, and then just listening to it and thinking to ourselves, hang on a minute, my ego is trying to do this. My ego is trying to keep me safe. My ego is trying to stop me from feeling hurt inside. So I am reacting like this, and my ego is running the show, basically. So how can we take a step back here, take a look at our ego and just see how it's serving us? And for me, what I like to do is just breathe into it and just ask myself, and this is really, really, really important that we do this, breathe and just ask, what would my higher self do? And if you don't have a relationship with your higher self, or if you're not really even aware of your higher self, then let's back it up a little bit and get to know it, okay? And our higher self is literally what we would do if, let's say, our higher self basically knows what is best for us, okay? Even if it means trudging through some sludgy stuff to get to where we want to be. So our higher self knows what is best for us, and it can overrule our ego when we are literally aware of our ego, but we are also aware of what our higher self wants as well and where that's guiding us to. So my number one tip for anyone looking to connect with their higher selves is just one, believe that you've got that within you, as every single one of us human beings do on this planet. We all have this amazing higher self within us, that innate knowing, you know, when you just know, you know, when your intuition kicks in. That's normally when our higher self becomes more apparent in our awareness, in our consciousness. So once we understand where our higher self is coming from and where we want to be with it, we can then start to ask our higher self, ask our guide, ask God or source or whatever you resonate with at a higher frequency, whatever that highest frequency is that you resonate with. You need to ask source, ask your guides for guidance, ask for a sign, but be very, very specific. And once you do, you will start to overcome your ego in your day-to-day life, in your day-to-day scenarios. For instance, let's say you've had an argument with a member of your family. They're not talking to you. You kind of know why they're not talking to you. You can kind of see it from their perspective, but you're also quite hurt. You're seeing it from your perspective. So in this scenario, you can either let your ego take over, the ego that's trying to protect you, and say to yourself, right, I'm not going to be talking to this family member until they talk to me, or until they say sorry to me, or until some other kind of way some other kind of thing is going to come in and diffuse the situation. Or you can take a deep breath again and just center yourself, ground yourself, ask your guides again, ask your higher self, the angels, God, whoever again that you resonate with. It could be Mother Gaia or Mother Earth. Ask them and just know that it's coming from your higher self. This message is being channeled from your higher self. So ask them, okay, higher self, what do I need to do right now in order to fix this relationship, and not only fix it, but actually allow it to grow with this person in my family. And I kid you not, you will get a sign, you will get something from a higher frequency in order to allow you to then go to that person and go to them in the right way, take the right approach, go with the right kind of attitude and mentality, because essentially your message, it will come to you. I'm telling you, it will come to you if you ask. It will just allow you to eliminate the ego and come at it from a higher frequency, okay? Because we are looking at a high frequency here that we're trying to channel. And you know, your message might come in whatever way. I mean, the universe works in some absolutely phenomenal but crazy ways. So whatever way it comes in, just know you got to trust it, okay? You've got to trust that this message is exactly what it needs to be for this situation in your life. And that's why you need to be so specific when you're asking. Like, you can say it out loud, because, you know, the louder we talk, when we ask for things, the more they're going to hear it, the more reverberation it's going to have in this world, within this ether, within the universe. So yeah, just ask, be bold in what you ask for, and just trust that it is the right thing. And you just got to go with it, because at the end of the day, what have you got to lose in a situation like that? It's either make the relationship worse, kind of widen the gap, grow apart, or nip it in the bud, come at it from a higher source, higher power, that power within yourself, and approach the situation from that perspective, and just do what you got to do, okay? And step out of your comfort zone, squash your ego. And the likelihood is, unless the other person is really stubborn and not willing to lessen their ego for you, then you know, they're likely going to show up in a similar way, because you're going to bring something different to the table, so then they're going to bring something different to the table, and will learn or start to understand things from your perspective. You can then understand things from their perspective, and so on. So yeah, I'm hoping that made sense. I just gave you one example, but this could be for any kind of scenario, you know. It could even be weight loss, okay? Your ego is getting in the way of weight loss. Again, it's trying to keep you safe. It's trying to stop you from being visible. It's trying to stop you from being vulnerable. And yeah, just not serving you. So when it comes to this, weight loss in specific, okay, you can ask, how am I supposed to be living my life? Am I supposed to be living my life being overweight, lack of energy, lack of motivation or determination to get things done? Or am I supposed to be living my life full of energy, full of vitality, and wanting to do more things, wanting to make the most of life? And more often than not, you will get your answer, and it will be, obviously, we want you to live your best life. We want you to live your life full of energy and vitality, and just a go-getter, you know. And that can come in. Again, you can do it during a meditation if you want, or just take a few deep breaths, whatever works for you. And just, again, ask, let that come in, and then you got to start taking the actions. And just anytime your ego says to you, oh, I know you're not supposed to be eating this, but come on, go for it, nudge nudge, like, just have it. You got to step up from your higher self and just be like, you know what, this isn't what the universe has intended for me. the universe wants me to live this happy, healthy life full of energy and vitality. So do you know what? I'm going to just give you a miss. In fact, I'm going to chuck you in my bin right now and just focus on eating healthy foods that will nourish my body, mind and soul, okay? So that is another example, and there are like millions of tangible kind of examples here, but that's just two that I feel might resonate with quite a lot of people. So yeah, so that's my top tip of how to get over your ego, is to ask for guidance, okay? Because the guidance will always overrule this ego, which I like to also call this monkey mind, which is always kind of like the devil on your shoulder, like, you know, telling you to do things that really ultimately just don't serve you. And we all know this deep down, okay? So yeah, I hope this has helped you. If you need any further help with this kind of stuff, then get in touch, or you can find me at fitstrongfree.com. And yeah, again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you next time.